hiatus.
Back from your 1 week hiatus.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I know you all tune in just to see me for sure.
We'll start real
Joke,
quickly.
obviously.
W.GG. Go to W.GG for all your energy drink needs. It is a powdered energy drink. I drink it all the time. I love it. It's great. It's legitimately really good.
It is very good.
Jitterless energy.
Plenty of flavors.
Whether it's getting going in the morning or keeping yourself going
night.
at the bar, yeah. You can put it in water, beer, vodka, whatever you want.
We don't care what you do with it.
No,
Mix it with
mix
whatever.
It all the same. If you're
Mix
CR,
it with soda.
you eat it straight down.
Yeah. Chew it.
If you use our promo code STEPPINGTON, STEPPINGTON, you will get the number of NFC North players to win the MVP -4.
Ooh, is that my challenge for the
That's
week?
your challenge for the day.
Number of NFC players to win.
To win the NFL MVP.
I know Adrian Peterson
-4.
would be one.
Yep, Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, NFC players to win MVP. How far back does this go?
All the way to the
Ooh,
to the beginning.
my gosh. We're talking, overall MVP.
You're not going to get all of them. I know you won't, but
Oh my gosh.
I think you can get 10.
I think
That's because you'll get
I'm
10%
guessing
off.
AP is the only running back.
Nope, he's not the only running
Is Christian McCaffrey on there?
back. NFC North.
NFC North. Oh shit. Okay. Fran Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton won it.
Okay. Are we talking unique wins? Like that doesn't
Or
count.
just NFC North player to win. Oh, yeah, no.
Aaron Rodgers.
Hold on.
Aaron Rodgers.
Sorry. Let me rephrase it. It's 14 times
But
an NFC
10
players
unique
won it,
players.
but 11 unique players.
So Aaron Rodgers, Fran Tarkenton, AP,
Yep.
Bart Starr.
Bart Starr.
Okay, I'm on a roll.
I believe, and I'll tell you right now.
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton, yes.
Wow.
Bart Starr is the earliest you're going to get.
Okay.
There was 2 Packers to do it before him, but if you can get them, I'll give you everything in my wallet. But I do not think you're going to get them.
They're probably QBs.
I believe so.
Yeah. Was Dante MVP?
He was not MVP.
Warren Moon.
Warren Moon was not MVP.
Fuck.
There's only one more Viking you're missing.
Would I get it? I should get it.
You should get it, yes.
MVP.
And it is a very, very unique one.
Very unique Viking.
Mm-hmm.
What position?
Defense.
Defensive MVP.
I believe. Don't.
Give
You're
me.
really putting me on the spot now, and I'm going to be a terrible Vikings fan if I'm wrong on that, but I believe it's defense.
Not. I would think Purple People Eaters. Well, it's not coming to you, obviously.
Maybe. I know the name. You will know the name. I'm struggling to remember the area.
Page.
It is Alan Page.
Okay, all right.
I'll give you that. It is Alan Page.
Wow, all right. So that's 5, I think.
I think that's 6.
6?
AP, Walter Payton, Fran Tarkenton, Alan Page, Bart Starr, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, you're at 6.
Okay, Bears MVP. Was there a lot of Bears? Lions. Matt Stafford? No, he didn't win enough, did he? It's going to be tough to pick from the Bears and the Lions. But they got to be in there. Is there Lions?
Do you want a hint? There is not a Lion.
Okay, I was going to say. They've been kind of bad for so long.
You got all the Vikings.
So it's all Bears. Oh, my gosh. I know it's...
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about maybe...
I was going to say, it's not Calvin. I know Calvin Johnson didn't win one. There's no way a receiver would win it. It would be tough. I don't know. I'm kind of tapped right now, but...
You're missing a big one.
A big one?
You're missing one big one that I can think of off the top of my head. I think that's the last one you're missing, actually, now that I'm really thinking about it.
The last big one? Oh, Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
Of course.
Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers both won it 3 times.
Yep. So that's 7. So I'm
That's
missing
7.
3 more?
Yeah, and I think there are 3 that you're not going to get. I think there are 3.
Give me position and team.
I think they're
Quarterbacks?
I think they're early ones. Let me fact see if we had a producer we could have all this fact checking pulled up. See, okay, I gave this one to Connor last week on the first episode we recorded.
I did way better than I thought I would to get 7 though. It's got to be another Packers. Well, you said it was a Packers QB, but early. I just don't remember their.
All right, where did I go? I went to Pro Football Reference. I love this website, Pro Football Reference.
Great website. I can't think of any Bears players. Didn't they have a good running back? Well, no. It's not going to be a running back award.
Got that already, Walter Payton.
Yeah. I thought he was deep.
I'm sorry. The Lions do have one.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
Modern?
97.
97.
I'm sorry. I can't believe I completely...
It's a recognizable name?
Very, very recognizable name.
From 97. Oh, Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders, yes.
Of course. Barry Sanders. Okay, we're at 8. What's the other 2 I got? Packers quarterback. I'm probably not going to get that one. And then probably a Bears quarterback.
One was a fullback. Oh, no, they were both fullback, halfback for Packers in 62 and 61.
Ditka was a tight end, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for the Bears.
Fullbacks, man, that's an old position.
I don't think you're going to get them.
Oh,
Jim Taylor.
of course.
And Paul Hormung.
Yeah, they was just about to get them. Well, I got the obvious ones.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Good question. Very good one. That was fun.
I should have looked it up better.
No, you're fine.
I gave it to Connor last week, and on the first episode we did, and that's a bank one, so.
How many did he get?
Not as many as you.
Really?
He got...
I mean, I think...
now I'm looking back, I think I told him there was no Lions at that time, too.
you let him wrong. But Barry Sanders seems obvious now that you...
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I counted them. It just didn't hit my memory. Because Lions only had one, Bears only had one. Walter Payton and Barry Sanders.
I was almost thinking Tom Brady that one year with the Bucks, but no way. I bet Rodgers won it that year with the Packers, I bet.
Yes.
I'm willing to bet. Or Patrick Mahomes. It's probably the Patrick Mahomes, one of those Patrick Mahomes.
So when Josh Allen last year, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, Rodgers, Jackson, Mahomes, Brady.
That would have been 2020 Bucks year, or 2019. So it probably was Rodgers.
Oh, 2019 was Bucks?
I thought so, because I remember the...
Lamar Jackson.
Well, good question.
Has Brady been out of the league that long?
It's been out since 2022, I think.
Time flies. Speaking of NFL news, did you see, I think as of this morning, the Dolphins are trading to get Darren Waller, and he's going to unretire.
He's not going to do shit, I guarantee it. No way.
So, but hey, where else is there a better place for a retired NFL player with a shitty rap album to go than Miami?
I think he needs a little money. That's what I'm guessing, and his agent
needs more studio time.
His agent has a forked tongue and is willing to lie about his client, which any good agent should be.
Yeah. He stayed in shape.
Because they have Jonnu Smith. They didn't re-sign Jonnu Smith, did they?
I have no idea, actually.
Jonnu Smith went somewhere else, but he had a really good year.
Years since Gesicki's been there, because he's
on the Bengals.
Yeah, he's in Cincy now, so.
I forget where Jonnu Smith went.
They had another guy that was kind of a sleeper star, didn't they?
I think Jonnu Smith went to Pittsburgh. Let me check.
Or he came from New England, right?
Yes, and the Titans, he was on there. He is on Pittsburgh. Okay.
Him and Fairmouth.
You know, Rodgers loves his tight ends. Sometimes.
I'm excited for fantasy football this year.
I know.
Dude, I'm so excited for a fantasy football show.
I keep checking my apps.
Speaking of fantasy football show, we should have a production meeting about that soon.
Let's do it right now. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we need Connor here.
Perfect, we will. We got a lot of big things.
We need to find a producer for that too, I think. I think it's just going to roll smoother.
If you're watching this and you want to be a part of something, we need a producer.
We need a producer.
Producer will get 5 minutes of mic time an episode.
Well, they'll have as much as they want. They'll have a mic. We'll need them to chime in with stat corrections and anecdotes and quips.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for that. We should, because that's good. That's coming up fast.
There's a bunch of there was some big trades today. I mean, Minkah Fitzpatrick back to the Dolphins for Jalen Ramsey.
Speaking of production meetings, also, sorry not to change the subject. We got to have a production meeting soon about Trivia League too.
Trivia League.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna
fire that up over the winter.
Yeah.
All right.
I was telling some people about it this weekend because it was Stevie's 40th birthday this weekend. I was talking to his brother Tony, and Tony was like, "Oh, dude, I'm super into trivia."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Shit, would you want to do?" He's like, "Yeah, if I can do a remote." I was like, "Yeah, regular season we can do remote." I was like, "The only thing we'd ask is, come playoff time, we'd like to
Little
get
in
everybody
person.
there, but I was like, that would be, January, maybe February.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, I could do that. It was like, cool.
There would be no shortage of takers out there for trivia.
No, so yeah, we gotta talk to Adam, and because Adam wants to have a hand in that.
Yeah.
Because you want a team, I want a team, Adam wants a team, and I don't know if you want to be on my team or if we want separate teams.
Ooh.
But that's gonna play into because the three of us will have to take.
We should maybe split it up for
team's sake. Yeah.
We'll see though. We got plenty of time to figure it out.
So then the three of us will have to rotate hosting duty.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, because if we're on the same team, then
yeah,
that
if we're
kind of
playing
muddles
against
that.
each other, the other one will have to write the questions and do the hosting for, and vice versa. I might actually, have Adam do most of the hosting too if he really wants to, and maybe we can just step in when he's playing or he has a scheduling conflict. But
yeah.
So yeah, Trivia League. If people want to be part of 3-man.
We doing 2-man.
I think 3-man. Right.
I suppose we could do 3-man. I don't know. We'll have to figure out the structure. I think you'd be fine either way.
Yeah.
3-man,
two or 3-man.
You just open up. I don't know, more scheduling conflicts, I guess.
Yeah, but
that can all be worked out.
Yeah, that can all be worked out. Yeah, because we'll have to figure out a recording schedule.
Yeah.
To have some of the stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
But.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I almost forgot about that we want to do trivia.
I've been thinking about that because I love trivia, but I mean we do the dozen all the time. So whenever I think of trivia or do the dozen, I always think, oh yeah, fucking Trivia League.
Yeah, I would enjoy that for sure. Get a little.
Somehow we can work in a mid-season tournament, like because we did the trivia contest stream. We bring that back. Somehow we work that into the league of whoever can be there. Maybe because that would be solo, just like we did it.
Sure.
But if the person who wins it is on a team, you get 2 points in the standings for your team.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
It's kind of like a free points for grab.
Yeah, free points to help your team in the standings kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep. That'd be fun. What would the season run?
Season would probably run, I would think, November to January.
I like that.
With the tournament in February.
So just a couple months we do.
Yeah, just a few months.
Couple rounds every week.
Yeah. We try and release a couple games a week.
Yeah.
And we try and record.
Maybe a March.
We try and record as much as we can. Like if we can record a bunch in a couple weekends, like if we can do most of them in a weekend, that'd be super cool. But again, that's production meeting stuff to see how Adam's schedule lines up, to see how everybody
receives the idea.
And everybody in the league can make that happen. Because also too, I want to open it up to like if any team can make it in person for a match. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
That'd be better, but I know my brother wants a team too.
Yeah.
So like he would have to be remote. Tony's in Duluth. So
but
that would
the way
be
you
remote.
do it, you could still do if you're doing it over Zoom and you ask questions alternating, it's not a big deal if someone has to be remote.
Yeah, no, but even too, if a team wants to show up here and be in person while another team be remote, we can make that happen too. Like that's definitely something that we have the capability of doing, I think.
Yeah. Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
We would need a lot of pairs of headphones.
Discord.
But we can make that work.
Absolutely. Good.
Yeah, we got a lot of good things.
You got a lot of ideas clanking around in these domes of ours.
Yeah, we do. A lot of plans for the channel.
Yep. Yeah, so.
And we do it all for you.
All for you, the unnamed supporter of our dreams. Look at you guys. You're the best.
Yes.
You guys are the best. But.
Yeah, pool basketball went off without a hitch. That was so much fun.
Very fun.
I'm glad we could get in there after.
Oh my God, I got beat up. I still got the bruise.
Oh, dude, I got a scratch. CR scratched my arm fucking good.
That's CR scratch?
CR, yeah, dude, it was way. You can see how wide it was.
A power tool to the arm.
No. When we were playing after, I'm down low and CR's just boxing me out.
Well, was he doing his classic?
Well, he was doing
flail so much move that
but he didn't have the ball. He was just boxing me out. And you know how we blocked up the hoop on the pavers.
Yeah.
Well, he boxed me
leverage on
into
you?
that, and my arm
Oh.
scraped, and I had to
So he
use
did.
my arm.
I thought
to
that was like a
push off.
fingernail scratch, but
No,
still.
no. It was from the pavers because my
Jeez.
arm. Because I had to use my arm to push off and
Tell
get him
Beezy
off.
to disinfect the pool a little bit. Do you think he put some shock in the pool after that
See,
one?
when it happened, it wasn't that bad, and then when it healed, it really
Scabbed
was
up.
like, oh shit, that's terrible.
Yeah, because I thought
It looked very surface.
I thought that was a work injury.
No,
when I
that was
saw
from
it.
pool basketball.
Yeah, but I got dummied, and Beezy and CR
I think it
both
was on
said
stream.
they made a point to like beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like I had no feet under me, and then I'd lose my feet. And
You
they
started
just
getting chippy in there.
Yeah,
You got in
yeah.
chippy with me.
I did. We had to bring some game, but I didn't make it. I'm not a big difference maker, so I got to be chippy to feel that my game is effective.
You don't know how well I slept just knowing that last game. You called me out, and what do? Hit the game winner right in his face.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oof, that's what I get for getting chippy.
Yeah.
Put it right back.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Shoot or shoot though.
That was a lot of fun.
Shoot or shoot.
Had just a wicked sunburn.
you had the Jimmy Buffett tan line
Oh, yeah.
going. You were
Oh, yeah.
you were wasting away in Margaritaville.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Stepped on a pop top.
Yeah.
Got my heel, had to cruise on
man.
back home.
You had the land shark logo.
Oh, yeah, I did.
It was a scorcher though. It was.
It was.
I've been sunburned for, like every weekend
That was
since.
the only part of me that got sunburned. My
Yeah.
face was fine, arms were fine. It was just
You had that
deep
nice-
V.
You should have buttoned one up a little bit maybe, but that's all right.
It was a good time. I had a lot of fun.
For all the fans, they got. To
It was a rough day the next day.
was it for you?
A little bit. I mean,
we were a little slow.
I wasn't hungover. I was just exhausted.
Yeah.
The sun had taken me out of me,
Yeah.
taken it out of me. I mean, then we were up till 1 in the morning.
Yeah, we were up a little late.
Put on Deja Vu.
Yeah.
That was a solid movie.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've never seen Deja Vu.
I don't remember watching it.
Oh, it's such a good movie. I mean,
Which movie is it?
Denzel, Val Kilmer,
Oh shit.
the guy who played Jesus Christ in the Passion.
Jim Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel.
He's constantly mentioned on the stream. Jim Caviezel.
Is he really?
We're big Jim Caviezel guys.
We are at Point of Interest.
Little indie movie, Passion of the Christ. If you guys want to watch it.
I've never seen it actually.
No, don't watch it. It's miserable. Unless you're a staunch Catholic, you're not going to watch it.
I mean, I've heard like cinematography wise, it's amazing, but
It's I don't know. I remember watching it in like 8th grade. I went to Catholic school, so I'll self-report there. 8th grade, Passion of the Christ. That'll make a guy feel guilty, you know.
yeah.
The Catholic Church has a way of doing that to people.
Mel Gibson will have has a way of doing that to you.
You know what? Shit, I might as well. When in Rome.
Little Sig stream.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Little
this
Sig
weekend
cast.
we went was fishing at Sawyer's Cabin, and I had a pack of the 27s with me, and they did not last long. I can
No.
tell you that. So
How'd you do fishing?
pretty good. I caught my first muskie
Oh, really?
ever. Yeah.
Nice.
Thing was super beat up. Hit right at the
Been
boat.
out a couple times.
Yeah, it was, but its like tail was like just had no tail, so it didn't really fight super hard,
got
which
the
was
slow
weird.
one
But I
after.
caught my first muskie either way, and it was 35 inches, so it wasn't too bad.
I've always
It was
been,
the first fish of the day.
I've
that
always
we
been intrigued with muskies. I've always wanted to catch one, but I've always been scared is not the right word. Apprehensive
they're
about
frightening.
their teeth.
They're frightening fish.
Just knowing a fish has teeth like that is
Yeah.
always just kind of like, yeah, sure, what a bass have teeth too.
No,
technically,
no,
whereas-
not like muskie. Have
Yeah,
to.
no, not like muskie, but like they all kind of have something sharp in
Like,
their
it's
mouth.
like-
that-
it's like-
it'll get you, but
It's like
like
a
not-
really hard grit sandpaper.
yeah.
Yeah, or like a really
But
tough grit.
muskies are like actual teeth.
Yeah, because
They're-
shout out to Sawyer because caught it and I hooked it. It came to the surface and I was like, oh, that's a fucking muskie. And
Did
he
you
was
hit
like,
him with the what do I do now?
he just like went into action mode, and he was like, bring it here. And we had the little bass net, and it wasn't going
we
in
should
that
get
net.
Sawyer and Tommy together for like an
Should.
outdoor cast.
Outdoor cast.
Like an outdoor
Yeah.
episode.
But
I mean, you're a duck hunter.
I'm outdoorsy.
You're
Not,
outdoorsy.
probably not as much as them though. They've been
I've
around.
been
the block.
hunting, but just I never grew up hunting or
Yeah.
any of that stuff. Like, grandpa would take me fishing, so I'm pro fishing and fishing. But hunting has always been. People have always been like around me have been like religious about it.
Yeah.
Where it's just like
Yep.
they have their group they go with, they have their
That's how it
routine, they do
always
their
is.
thing. That I feel weird about asking if I can go along, and I have asked a couple times, and some people have been like, "Not that we don't want you, but it's kind of like our thing we do. So like,
Yeah.
no.
It's kind of how it goes.
So
Especially if it's
I
like
stopped asking people.
it's like
so,
deer hunting. Deer hunting is usually that.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one in specific. Like I've
Yeah.
been deer hunting a couple times, but yeah, people are like, no, I have my group. I have my thing. Like, we don't accept outsiders.
Yeah.
It's like I'd love to go, but so I stopped asking, and so one of those things was like I will always go if someone just goes, "Hey, would you go? Do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, for sure."
Don't take a lot, but you do need a group to receive you.
Yeah, exactly. So I've always just kind of
it's a lot of work for especially someone who's you kill a deer and it takes a village. So
yeah,
all of a sudden, then you got to deal with it, and people got their routines and the groups, and that's what happens. Is everyone pitches in for the same goal. So, but I will say shout out to Sawyer because the net wasn't big enough to get the fish, so he had to go in.
Big, huh?
It wasn't that. Well, he had a small net. The fish was about this big, 35 inches or so. So it wasn't, and he went in with his finger to grab it at the side of the boat, and he's like, I would have ripped my finger off to get that thing in here, and I was like, that's why we appreciate
That's why I bring you along, Sawyer.
Well, we were in his boat at his cabin, so
sure.
we weren't bringing him along. He was kind of the guidesman of the trip, so it was good. It was good. Caught a lot of.
How's muskie eating? Is muskie an eating fish or is it a trophy fish?
I think it's more of a
wall fish.
Trophy fish.
Okay.
I don't know that you'd want to really. You could eat just as easily cut up a northern and feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
And northerns in Minnesota.
I mean, I don't know anybody who eats muskie, so I just.
No one goes out there wanting to eat a muskie, but if you
Yeah.
kill it, you're probably gonna be like, well.
I guess is it one of those things that is just too hard to catch, so nobody eats it, or is it just the meat's not good enough? So
I've been I don't muskie fish, but I'm 30 years old, and that was my first muskie, and I've been fishing since I was probably 10, 12. But I don't fish a lot.
I'd always love to
fish a lot of muskie lakes, so.
But I've just
Yeah, that was.
They've always been a cool fish to me. I just
for sure
been apprehensive to.
Yeah.
Want to actually go out there.
The one I got was a tiger muskie, so it means it was half northern, half muskie.
Oh.
So it was interesting.
A little mudfish.
It was a mudblood.
A little mudblood.
Yeah. But that was cool. But yeah, it was a long weekend. Went to the casino and.
Did you win any money at the casino?
Wish I did, Grant.
Oh.
Wish I did. Yep.
What do you?
I made donation.
These days?
Well, I like
Are you
the.
a slots guy or a table?
I'm not a slots guy.
No.
I don't like.
You were hitting the slots hard in Colorado when we went out there.
Well,
you
the
were
one
doing
time.
good. You were winning.
No, I ended up 0, but I can't do slot. I don't know how to.
We almost missed our flight because you were on a heater though.
Yeah, and then I ended up with nothing.
yeah.
I had to go back and get another 100 out to keep feeding the geese. I was like, this thing's ready to go, and then it took my 100, and we were like, well, it's like Kelly, I can't leave the slot. This thing's hot. And
It's
then,
hot. It's speaking to me.
That's why I have apprehension against us. But no, we played a little blackjack. I forget what they call it, but it's where you get to look at your cards and you scrape for it instead of like call for the hit. It's just a little different, but plays the same, basically, and pissed away my money that way. The roulette, I like to do roulette, but they don't have live roulette there anymore, so it's not as fun. It's the e-roulette.
Yeah, that always seems weird.
Yeah. And I was hitting the same number. Then the first time, I think it was 14 was my number. First time I missed it, didn't get the bet in time, 14.
Of course.
Yeah.
It knew you were trying to get it in, so they got to hook you. That's the thing about e-roulette, those e-games.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But overall, good weekend. So
I've always been a big blackjack guy. Just because, I mean, you know me, I'm a big gambler. I like gambling.
It's fun.
But casino gambling is just different. It's not really my cup of tea. Like, I like doing it, but I like, I guess, the game aspect more than the actual winning the money part of it.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, when we go to Grand Casino.
You don't like winning money as much as
I love winning money. But I just know how much of, I guess, I don't want to call it a casino's a scam. But, like, you know.
The house always wins,
The house always wins, so.
Hopefully it doesn't win off you that day, though.
So I always just go in with the mindset that, like, no, I'm just here to play the game. And so, like, Grand Casino has, if you sit down at a $10 minimum table, you get free drinks.
Yep.
At least last time I went there.
I think they still do that.
So I'll just go sit there.
As long as the server's around.
Bet the minimum, get the free drinks, play the game, go up, go down, go up, go down.
Just try to stay alive if you're on a heater.
Stay alive and play the game.
Know when to pull out.
Although last time I played, it was in Valley City, North Dakota.
Ooh.
Oh, speaking of which, we should try and get up there for a game.
Ooh, okay.
Well, I'm going to get up there for a game for sure.
My old stomping grounds. Not quite, but North Dakota.
If you want to come up there with me, maybe we make a little vlog out of it, a little
Sure.
video out of it. But so we went to it's like a VFW type of place. And
Because in North Dakota they do it in the bars, which is fun.
yeah, they had a
really advantageous for the
single
bar.
blackjack table at in the bar.
I'm guessing in the bar the house always wins.
Dude, I walked out plus 200.
Really?
I got down I think to like $10 at one point.
Oh, what was the table minimum?
Then I just
5?
started like I can't remember, something like that.
2 or 5 probably.
It was something super small. But we had all the spots, and it was for.
That's fun when you can get a whole group at the table.
Yeah, and because we were there. Me and Molly had went to watch a VCSU game, and me and a handful of the coaches went to like a banquet dinner for some of the people and all that, friends and family, coaches dinner. Yeah. Ate dinner, had fun. Then they're like, "Oh, hey, we're all gonna sit down at this table. You want to sit down?" I was like, fuck it, sure, we'll play some hands." And so we, me and a handful of the coaches all like rolled in on all the tables there, and I pulled anchor, and like I said, went down. I got down to like $10 at one point, and I remember this so specifically. Put my last 10. I looked at Molly and was like, "Hey, when this is done, I'll give you $20-$40 and you can take my spot and you can play."
Yep.
Well, that hit.
And it was off.
And then it was just off to the races.
Yep.
I think I won 80% of my hands at that point after that. Ooh. And then, it probably 30 minutes only went by then.
Yeah.
We all were like, okay, we're all going to go back, shower, change, and then we were all going out for drinks later.
Yep.
Cashing out, and the dealer was like, "You almost lost it there for a second, but I'd love to see you rally back."
Yeah, he's counting his tips at that point.
So cashed out, tipped her out, and paid for drinks most night. Oh, then we played some pull tabs later too at one of the bars we went to. Hit on that a little bit.
There you go.
Not as big as blackjack, but hit on that. And it was a good night. It was a good night of gambling.
Yeah, you didn't go down money, so.
No, it paid for the night of drinking.
Yeah.
Which in Valley City, North Dakota, is not that expensive.
Yeah, you could probably do that with
still
about $50.
Tab.
Yeah. Yeah.
We went to a college bar, and I unlocked a pet peeve of mine that night, and it's just hit me now.
Yep.
And maybe it's not a big deal. It's not a big pet peeve, but it's a pet peeve. We went to the last bar we stopped at. It was more kind of college bar-esque, which, Valley City.
Yeah.
It's not really.
The whole school's there?
Yeah.
Kind of.
It was just happened to be the one bar where all the younger kids go to. That's why it's the college bar. It's still just kind of a dive bar. But they had karaoke going. And with it being a younger crowd, they were karaokeing a lot of rap. And it just kind of...
That's not karaoke.
No, it's not. Exactly. It's not. Mm-hmm. And it kind of bugged me. And it kind of a pet peeve of mine where it's the easy way out.
Do you remember a song?
Karaoke. No, I mean, there was some Drake and just like rap, rap and rap that...
Sure.
It's fine. It's whatever. Like, I sing along to rap too.
No, it's more funny to watch someone sing.
It's not even funny, but it's karaoke. You sing the songs. The bar sings with you. We all have a good time.
Yeah.
None of us are pro singers. We have fun with it.
Yeah.
I almost had the right level of buzz where I was like to do it, but I was just nah, I'm not gonna be the guy that just completely
it's a tough one. Oh my gosh.
Change the mood of this entire bar.
Sometimes it happens. I remember. There's a bar, Little Village up on County one time. I think me and Connor were there, Connor Ryan, and you get to a point where you're like, I could probably sing some karaoke, and by that point you're probably too drunk to be doing karaoke. And
too drunk.
I thought I could do a little.
Toby Keith, too drunk to karaoke.
Oh, well, that was me, because I tried to do Super Freak by Rick James in an empty bar. Did not hit, Grant. Did not hit. Nope. It was a silent crowd, and when I got off, they were like, everyone was kind of like,
who is this guy?
This guy's pasty. That is not Rick James. But
I've always been partial to Mary Jane, but
Mary Jane.
I'm in love with Mary Jane.
R.I.P. Rick James.
She's my main thing.
Yeah.
She makes me feel alright.
You could do it.
She makes my
heart
sing.
Yeah, singing Super Freak to an halfway empty bar was not my highlight.
Yeah, especially when they're not feeling it. I always try and pick my karaoke song to fit the crowd.
Yeah, you kind of got to roll with it.
But
And the worst part is, I don't think I even put it in. Someone put it in for me. Someone at the
really?
bar, like, I must have said, a couple more drinks. I might do a little
I
Rick
could
James.
do this.
And then someone put it in.
Trevor,
Yeah, exactly.
Phillippi to the main
And
stage.
I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ah, that's my ride. I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing's more shameful than walking off to silence or like one or two claps after singing your heart out to some Rick James.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. You're welcome.
Tip your bartenders.
Yeah. Ooh, but yeah, I think that was my last karaoke experience. It shocked me to the core. You can't come back from that.
When we were out in Colorado, I was gonna get up there and do some.
Oh,
Harry
Dr.
Styles,
Proctor's, huh?
Shout out Dr. Proctor's.
Doc Procs, yeah.
I was gonna get up there and do Harry Styles, but it was a long day and
it was. The energy wasn't there.
The energy wasn't there, and
that was a fun trip.
Yeah, that was a shitload of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
We should do another one.
We should.
Because that would be a fun one to
if I can
vlog
up
and
the funds. Absolutely, I would do that again.
Yeah, we have a expensive next couple years ahead of us with some of this, but
it's true.
But you know what? If you guys can help, we can make some fun content out of doing some of this stuff.
Absolutely.
I did watch a Barstool series today, because I had today off while I was waiting for the technician to show up, called Rediscovering America, where it was Nikki Clicky, KB, and Wonton Don. They just went across the country, and the most cringe-inducing people, talking to the most random, awkward people. It had me in tears. If you guys have never watched Rediscovering, please, shameless plug here, watch it.
I didn't know Wonton Don was back in the States.
Oh yeah,
I thought he was international.
He does a lot of that stuff. Yeah. This was this is an old series. This was like 3 and 4 years ago, tail end of COVID stuff. But I was laughing.
It's like almost like Borat-esque where they.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I was in tears laughing so hard and just like cringing because KB is just autistic in some of the levels.
Which one's KB again?
The shorter guy. I think he wrestled in college and.
I'll just look him up.
Maybe you'd recognize it. I don't know. It was so funny though. I was laughing my ass off at it. That it was like I was like yeah, we could do our Colorado trip. We could have done something like that. I mean, they do more. They went places specifically to film. Like they did one in Arizona where they went to Slab City.
Yep. We could definitely make a good trip doing something like that.
Pittsburgh. They did
like street urchin type people. Like, what do they find? They're just finding these people.
They did one there where they kind of just went across the Midwest a little bit, and they found a guy who has the record for largest paintball, where it starts with a baseball and then he just puts a layer of paint on it, and he's put a layer of paint on it.
Sure, there's one of those in Minnesota.
And he's up to like, at the time of the video, like 2,700 layers of paint. So it's massive. So they were able to paint a layer, and like the guy has people over.
Yeah.
From all over the world, and now at this point it's a giant thing.
Yeah.
That he has a shed or garage area specifically for it.
It's got the paintball house.
And then
there.
People who've all done a layer have signed the wall, and everyone from all over the world has.
Is there anyone
famous? They didn't. I don't think so. I mean, them, I guess, pseudo famous.
Sure. Famous enough.
Yeah, they did fun. I was like, oh, that'd be a fun thing to do.
Yeah. We started
or just like if we did another Colorado trip, just a vlog style thing where we go out and do some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'd love to get a vlog of CR going through a museum. Especially the way we did it last time.
Oh, he didn't want to be. He was sick as a dog, though.
He was sick as a dog, and also just didn't want to be there in the first place.
I enjoyed the museum.
I mean, he also. I'm a big museum guy when I travel.
Yeah.
Because I wanted something to do. It's cool. I don't know. I like art.
We got in there cheap as fuck too. Like whatever.
Yeah. They're usually $20 or $40. If they do cost anything. I mean, you have some I think the Field Museum in Chicago is stupid expensive, but I mean that's a big giant one.
Yeah.
most city museums, like the Denver Art Museum we went to, or
Yep.
any of those, aren't crazy expensive.
Yeah. No, it was.
But just him going through it, I mean, especially if we do it the same way we did last
Because
time.
he would sit there and look at it and he'd be like, "This does nothing for me. Nothing." He just gives it a passing glance. He's like,
Yeah,
Nah.
make some stupid comment.
He needs interactive. He needs like a children's museum.
Oh, it'd be fun to do a series of CR at children's museums across the country.
He is a child at heart.
Or just a science museums across the country.
I love a good
That would be
science
a great
museum. I do love a good
series.
science museum. Yeah. When's the last time you went to the science museum in Minnesota?
It's been a while.
I always loved going there. It's fun.
I've been outside of it a decent amount of times because
Yeah.
it's, right by the
there, West
XL
7.
and
Grand Casino Arena now.
oh yeah, it is Grand Casino Arena now.
Yeah. Still the X. in
I-
our
I would-
hearts.
I would have loved it if they still called it the Grand Casino Energy Center.
I mean, how can you get a better name than the XL Energy
XL Energy Center was so unique and one of one.
Because I was listening to something today.
Everybody
and it's like,
knows XL Energy Center, I felt.
It's like if you're going to put the rights in on a stadium, do it the first time because your name will live on forever. Like you can
Yeah.
think of a handful, like Staples Center,
Heinz.
Tropicana Field, like Heinz
Yeah,
Stadium.
Tropicana. Yeah, it's Hard Rock. Now
You're-
it's Tropicana.
Your name sticks forever in people's minds, and it's branding
Yeah.
eternity.
Yeah.
So XL Energy Center, XL is like we can let that run out. It's still going to be the X for everybody, for eternity, basically. So
The Metrodome is the only one that sticks out in my mind, but that was the only one that wasn't really branded.
yeah.
They're all branded.
Which one?
Now. The Metrodome. I
Um.
mean, it was Mall of America at the end
Yeah, but like
before-
when
yeah, but-
everyone knew it was defunct, basically, they're like,
because it was the
They're
Hubert
gonna-
H. Humphrey Metrodome.
it's Mall of America Field at Hubert H. Humphrey Metro.
Yeah, but even years before, forever before that, it was just the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, and people just called it the Metrodome.
Was it public funded? Is that why? Is it
Maybe,
public?
probably.
Yeah.
Probably city funded, so they named
Yeah.
it after.
R.I.P. The Dome. The Dome, though. Everyone called it the Dome. It lives on forever in our memories. Getting
yeah.
blown out the dome.
Yeah,
Hang
getting
on to your
blown
hats.
out, getting a good old dome dog.
Yeah. Oh, I could go for a
I
dome
could
dog
go-
right now.
Dude, I could.
can
always
still
go for a
taste
dome
it.
Dog.
Those dirty hot dog water dogs,
Oh,
probably
yeah.
2 days
A
old.
Good old dirty water dog.
Didn't even matter. They probably put those things on in the coolers and brought them out the next day.
There really is nothing better than a stadium dog.
Stadium hot dog. Shout out Tommy.
Like, yeah, stadium hot dogs.
Oh, the dollar dome dog nights. That's
Even,
a thing of the
CHS
past.
Field has. I like it. So last time I had a dog at CHS Field, they had a bunch pre-made.
Yeah.
They put them in the buns, wrap them in foil, then put them in the heater.
You gotta let them sweat. You gotta let them sweat a little bit.
You let them sweat a little bit.
Soften that
Oh
bun.
my god, a little sweaty
Ooh.
dog. I love a sweaty dog. Because then, the bun is the perfect.
Yep.
It slides right down with the
Yep.
beer. Oh,
Oh, hey, yo!
hey, yo. Wow, wow, West.
Yeah. Does, though. Nothing hits quite like it. Bringing back flashbacks of the 999. But, yeah. I could go for one.
You missed. You didn't watch the Atlanta race, did you? I mean, you watched the replay at Gordy's.
I did. I was watching it. I didn't watch too hard, though.
It was on Saturday.
It looked like a fun race. I wish I would have watched it.
I
but
thought
was
I
busy.
assumed it was on Sunday.
I don't know why this coming race, I was upset. I looked at the NASCAR schedule, Chicago Street Race, all right?
Yeah, that's this upcoming.
You
weekend.
know me, it just seems unnatural, the street race for NASCAR. So I'm guessing Shane Van Gisbergen's going to be the favorite by a mile. Kyle Larson's going to be right behind him. But if I
Yeah.
looked it up right now, it's exactly what Chris Bell will be third.
Yeah, because SVG is just a good road course.
Yep.
I don't mind the road course because it shows you the full capability.
Why is it not? Why was that one not a Saturday night? 'Cause there's not many sporting events going on.
No.
4th of July. 4th of July is on Friday. I mean,
Well,
that's
they
what I
do
wanna-
it right downtown Chicago
Yep.
too.
Yes, they do. But I don't. I'll be watching, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
Sunday depends when they
I'm
do
pretty
it.
sure I've tuned into I haven't watched full
guess-
races for most, but I've tuned into all of them. I've
Yeah.
checked in on them.
I did miss Atlanta. That looked fun. It
It
looked
wa-
like a
dude,
fun
it-
one.
it was a super
looked like a
fun
lot of
race.
movement.
It was
a lot
a
of
super
lot of
fun
shaking.
race.
Chase Elliott comes through in the end. Kind of maybe saves his
Keselowski
season.
was running well.
Yeah. Bad Brad, the Pollock.
Yeah, he was running well. A lot of people were running well.
Yeah. I
Fucking
saw the
Logano was running well.
final
and so
tens was
fucking
a bunch of names I'm familiar with, but you don't normally see in the top 10.
Dude,
so.
my bracket for this in-season tournament is fucked.
Should I check mine? I had it down to Byron and Hamlin.
Both out.
At the end, they're both out already.
Out, yeah.
Is this a NASCAR sponsored event?
Because 10 cars wrecked.
Yeah.
And went out, and Byron was in it. Logano was in it.
Yeah.
Hamlin was in it. So many big names were in that wreck.
Yeah, because the last one I watched.
So many people's bracket, I bet, was in that wreck.
Was our last one was
Pocono,
which was a fun one. I watched all of that when I was at the end. I was waiting for they were saying Briscoe is out of fuel.
Yeah.
He wasn't. But watching him hold off Hamlin with no fuel was a masterclass.
It was electrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are complaining that the new gen cars don't have the horsepower to pass like that. They might be right.
But you sure?
They might be right.
But that's where I guess you see someone like the technical side of passing come in. Like I go back to the Coca-Cola 600, where Chastain was chasing down Byron, and you saw really in that moment when Byron was in first, they're coming up on the back of the pack, and Logano's in the back, and he's got to pass Logano.
Yeah.
And Logano thinks that Byron's going to go low. Or thinks Byron's going to stay high, so Logano goes low. But Byron goes a little bit low and just loses the line just a little bit.
Where that side
Chastain
draft
stays on the line.
Yeah.
And just that's enough of that little extra push that he needed to then 2 laps later pass him.
Yeah.
Where it just takes better drivers. But I see it both ways. I would like
pit
more.
strategy is a lot more the thing now.
Pocono
people don't like
threw me
that.
for a loop with pit lane closure.
Yeah.
I didn't know
pit closure where
I didn't
Bush?
know pit closed.
Was it Kyle Busch that got burned on that one early? I think so.
Yeah, was it Bush and then someone else got burned
was
on
Busch.
it too?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Maybe it was just Bush got burned on it, but yeah, because he was going to pit before they closed it, and just before he hit pit lane, they closed it. So then he had entered while it was closed, and he had to go to the back.
Yeah.
And I was doing some quick Googling, and apparently it's on every track.
Is it?
I guess.
Weird.
It's just not as
Do
notable.
you know why they close it?
To keep people out there, I'm thinking.
I guess.
And then, because then I was reading about there's a difference between back of the field and back of the race.
Sure. Well, back of the field would be the entire field, while the race would be the end of your 38 cars or whatever.
Yeah, so back of the field would just be, you're in the back, but you're not down a lap.
Sure.
And it only happens on caution. So
Kyle you're technically Busch, ahead of anyone.
Penalty, I think he had to go back of the field.
But he's not.
He had to start behind the people who are down laps.
But he still holds a place above anyone down a lap.
Yes, exactly. Where then back at the race, you go down all those laps, which is like like it never happens, I guess.
Yeah. 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 Because I noticed that when I was watching Atlanta, the track's not very sloped. Seems like a shorter track, but they were moving all over, up, down, everywhere. Like it was, like, where they weren't as much following in line, where it was a lot more chaos. Like someone's shooting up low, then all of a sudden, I don't know, this top line falls back, and it's just a lot more position changing, I guess.
Yeah.
Than a normal straight line draft course like Talladega or Daytona or one of those bigger ones.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what size that track is. I'm guessing 1.25 miles,
Pocono?
No, Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta.
I'm guessing it's more around a mile.
I think it was a 2 mile.
2 mile? Okay.
Yeah.
Because your DAG is what, 4? Pocono is the longest one, right?
No, I think Daytona's the longest.
No, Talladega is the longest one.
Oh, yeah.
And then Daytona's up there, and Pocono's pretty long too. They got a pretty long straight there. So I think those are your 3 longest. But yeah, it gets interesting. I wish I would have watched that one. But yeah, I was already down so much money, and then I was betting on UFC. It didn't get any better.
Okay, so it's 1.54 miles. So
for
a mile and a half.
Atlanta.
For Atlanta,
Yeah. It's kind of what I figured, because it looked like a little more, not your typical donut, but your oval.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
When's our next pit stop pick'em?
It's got to be in a couple weeks.
Indy.
Backyard
Backyard 400, July 27th.
That's not the Brickyard, is it?
It is the Brickyard
All
400.
right, here we are. That's a fun one too.
That is a fun one.
Because that one I think is concrete as where most are asphalt.
Yes.
Or the other way around, something like that.
I don't know. Actually,
I could be talking on my ass.
No, it'd be a good thing to know for when we do the pit stop pick 'em.
Definitely. So I think that'll be a fun one though.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
They're all fun.
Yeah, they're all fun. I've really bought.
They're all fun to the right person.
Yeah. I was watching because when we were at Stevie's, I had the start of the Atlanta race going on my phone.
Yeah, why don't you tell them throw it on? Come on.
There was a bunch of
You
people.
didn't want to
We
be
were all
that guy?
mingling, and
Yeah.
I wasn't inside in the shop.
on NASCAR,
by the
come
TV,
on.
and because I think that the TV in the shop is connected to speakers, so that had the music
Sure.
going.
Yep.
So I wasn't going to tell them to turn off the music to put on NASCAR, especially at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Figured I'd do it. I had it going on my phone, then left, came here and watched the end of it. So, was it?
Did you throw any money down on her?
No. No, and if I did, everybody would have thrown money on Crashed Out. So,
Yeah. So I just tried to go for like just some value. Just throw
a couple wild ones.
couple wild out there for a top 3.
Yeah, because it is like anything can happen. You know, we saw it at Atlanta, like all these cars wrecked,
Yeah.
and
That's all it takes.
so much of the field moved up, and these guys you never heard of that. You bet on them this one time, it pays for your year of gambling on these guys.
Yeah. In a sense, yeah.
Yeah, brings you back to zero.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For sure.
All right, that's all.